Day one, Sick Summer. We're here. Everything else has led to this. All the preparation, everything that everybody's done has led them to get here on day one to start this thing, and then hopefully be back here on Friday to finish it. We already had the drivers meeting. Staging lanes are filling up. We're going to start with radials. The weather could not be better. I mean, it's a nice cool. There's a little bit of a breeze, but it is probably only 60, 65 degrees. So it is a perfect day for racing. Get their runs in, the run that they want. They're going to turn that slip in, and then they're going to hit the track out of here. Unlike any drag and drive that has ever happened, it is only 38 miles to the end of the drive today. There's going to be a bunch of whiners and complainers said this is not a true drag and drive because they're only 38 miles. But when a town is going to shut down for you and throw a party, hey, you drive 38 miles so that you can party with the locals. Because, hey, that's what we're about. Supporting the local tracks, going to the local venues, buying the local shit. That's what we do. Yesterday in testing, you had some short hits, people just looking for data. So there was no, I think the quickest pass was like a 7.0 something or whatever, with plenty of 6-second cars. And then Adam Dory, just whatever.
I'm over here just screaming 520 at Blaine because he's about to run El Toro. He's on his redemption tour. He broke it at Sick Week, bringing it back here to Sick Summer, and he's looking to put that thing in the winner's circle in Rowdy Radio, and he's 16 years old.
And I think Blaine's broke everything he's been in so far, so we're trying for something where he doesn't break it. He blames some on vice grip, but I don't know. That's just an excuse. So, what else? Oh, yesterday. So today you're going to see some good numbers because people are running out the quarter today. Everything yesterday was just testing, figuring out the track, knowing what they're going to do, and now it's ready for some action. So we're going to get this thing going. On to some racing.
First out against my buddy, owner of Motion Raceworks, Doug Cook. How cool is that when you get to race your buddy? We both go 200 mile an hour side by side in a pass. His 72 Nova, my 72 Monte Carlo. That's what Sick Summer is about. This is what we're living the dream. I'm having a ball. It's a short route, so I figure, you know, we make one and done and we go sit around. I'm gonna wait for Doug. We're gonna have dinner tonight and I'm gonna make fun of him because he's gotta learn to cut a light. That's all there is to it. He was sleeping at the tree. So I'm probably talking smack and Doug's gonna put a whipping on me next time. But our goal this weekend, Doug and I, is if we can go 6-second passes side by side, we both hit the lottery and won in life. Man, if you're not watching this on Sick to Mag, if you don't have a subscription and you're not watching this on the Cleetus channel, what are you guys doing? It's $2 a day. It's a subscription to a magazine. And my God, this is a lot of fun. So tune in and come see us. We're having a ball.
After struggling yesterday, we came out and just kind of dialed it back into 60 foot, went 726 at 204 on our first pass. Then we saw that the transmission didn't look like it was making a second gear shift, so it was going right from 1 to 3. Then we made a second pass, and it took us till after that to kind of realize we had kind of a setting wrong on our dump. So it was just basically not getting any fluid pressure to hit the second gear shift. So go out for a third pass and not necessarily go any faster, but just try to make sure we get that fixed. And if not, we're going to head back to, luckily our shop is on the route to the next shop, so we're going to go put it on the lift and put some clutches in it or whatever it needs to fix it.
was the 780. It's the first pass with this motor that was actually a full pass, so we're happy with that. And this morning we also got a 794, so that was a one and done for us, so we're ecstatic about that. Pajama pants of the day, we got the Simpsons, and then we got Krusty the Clown socks. So it's kind of like a combo deal, so you'll have to see what's tomorrow might be a little bit more special. So, yeah.
And what have we got in store with the pajamas for the rest of the week?
I don't know if I want to release that just yet. I will say there's a Willy Wonka set in there somewhere, so you might see that one day of the week. That's probably about all I'll say for now, so you just have to see. So we got to get Tom Bailey. This is a big deal for me. Two things have to happen. I need Tom to make sick jams, sick pajamas, but key thing for me, I have to have pockets. Like, that's a big deal. If they don't have pockets, you can't put stuff anywhere. So that's why we got to get Tom to get him on board with that. Anybody else wants some pajamas? I'm sure there's people out there. And I'd even be willing to model them for him, you know what I mean? I'll take a couple photos.
And what's in store for the car for the rest of the week?
We're just trying to kind of stay the same, hopefully. Not break, stay the same, have some fun, you know, see some people, shake some hands, stuff like that.
Here. I wasn't gonna come, but he said to bring the car, but I'm still not into it, but we'll see how things go. First pass sucked. Second pass, the guy double bobbed me, screwed up my routine, so we'll just go back when it cools down, and when we get called back up there, we'll see what happens.
So when you say you're not into it, can you explain what happened?
I almost crashed at the mile a few weeks ago at 263. Last weekend, Tom Bailey put me in the wall because of the water on the track. So, I mean, that was a hard hit. Like I said, I'm not... It's in your head now. So, we'll see what happens. I'll be fine. We just want to get down the track with a good reaction time. I mean, it'll go. I just got to remember how to drive this one. We have I had 3 cars, but now we got 1, so they're all different. You gotta remember what's what.
Nice, man. I'm gonna get on the road. I'm gonna have lunch, and maybe even dinner. So it's an unusual thing in our pit. So yeah, that was great. So I went up there and the first one where I sneezed, I
I forgot to turn the boost controller on, so I was having a little bit of trouble getting there, and luckily it coughed and I backed out of it because I was about to roll in anyway because I knew I was taking too much time. Luckily they didn't have a 7-second thing on, and I don't know, they should have sent the other guy and let me run it. You know, I don't know, they obviously didn't have their timer on if they're supposed to. So put it back in with the boost controller, and man, that thing was as straight as it's ever been, and man, that was beautiful. I didn't think it was that fast. I figured it would have been a low 50 maybe, but then, you know, I thought I've been fast before or not. So yes, that's career best, 640. So yeah, 225. It's a little short of what we've run before, but I'll take that, man. Get up there and make one more run today, you know, and yeah, that's bullshit because I ain't doing nothing except getting on the highway.
stuff under there, you know? Something a little different.
Holy shit, yeah.
My name is Jameson Durrett. I'm from Bel Air, Maryland. So is Art Webster. We're both from Bel Air. And we have a 68 El Camino that we converted to electric. It's been on the road for about 7 years through various iterations of experimentation. It has a dual 9-inch brushed DC motor front, and it's connected to a Lenco CS2 transmission. And it goes to a 3.5-inch chromolytic drive shaft to a Ford 9-inch rear. We did $11.99 yesterday. We're hoping to do more like $11.5 today. It puts out over 800 foot-pounds of torque with a wheel, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun to drive, and hopefully we make it all the way through Sick Week. I spent about 6 months digging into DIY electric vehicle conversions. I gotta definitely give credit to John Metric out of Lone Star Performance EV down in Texas. He's my mentor. Never met him in person, but I've had phone calls, text messages, emails. He's taught me through a lot of the things that I would have to go through with this. I'm a member of the National Electric Drag Racing Association, and that group is really supportive of each other. The guy who held the record for the quarter mile in my class before, John Plasma Boy Whalen, he even gave me a phone call one time and said, hey, what's going on with your controller? What do you have it set for? You need to turn that thing up. And it's like, you're not gonna break my record unless you turn it up. It's like, he gave me the advice, turned it up, and we broke his record. He's like, he's the first one who congratulated me. So the motors are from a company called NetGain. John Metric at Lone Star EV Performance are who we bought that from. The Lenco we got from Mick Snyder. The drive shaft, Strange Engineering. Rear suspension is from Quick Performance. I mean, all of it's off-the-shelf parts. Hang on. That's the only sound I miss. I mean, it's like going, a lot of stuff off-the-shelf parts. The controller we bought from a guy from England, but then it blew up because of probably something I did, and so we had it rebuilt from the guys who actually built it down at Cafe Electric. So big shout out to Rich Redmond and company. And I don't know, everything else is just off the shelf. So you know, you can, if you do your research, find out what you want to build, what components you want to put in it, and you can do this yourself in your garage just like I did. So, I figured why cut an extra hole in the bodywork to put the charger in it, so we just put it where the fuel goes in anyway. And it takes a standard J1772 plug, which you can find almost anywhere. There are two in Byron, which is 2 miles away, fairly small town, and they're all up and down all the routes. So we'll be able to charge up. We feel fairly confident that all the legs will be achievable. That third leg is going to be difficult, going from Tri-State to
Great Lakes,
because that's about almost 200 miles. But there's some really great charges along the route, but it's just going to be a long day of charging and a little bit of driving.
Jameson Durrett in the 1968 model El Camino, right-hand side. The left-hand side, the Chevy Caprice.
Didn't get off the line good. My tire pressure and stuff just wasn't right. But then Nick, racing beside me, I kind of had a little pedal fest at the top because I saw him going towards the wall, and I'm like, what do I do? Do I go behind him or in front of him? So then I got around him. So he grenaded his motor. I'm pulling data. We're obviously going to have to make another pass, but we're together. Nick's not. Feel bad for him, but he kept it off the wall, so that's good. Use your belly pants, people. The rule's there for a reason.
So what had happened was It's weird because I actually had a bad feeling going to the burnout box. I'm like, what if this, this is my backup motor to my good motor. I don't really know what all's in it. I'm like, what if something happens with this thing? I'm racing Alex. I just don't want anything to happen. And I'm like, don't even think like that. That's stupid. Well, then I it left really good. It was actually on one of the better passes it's ever made and shifted. And I heard like the blubber. When you hear the blubber, the motor's letting go. And I already had my hand on the chute. So as soon as it happened, I could feel it get loose. I pulled the chute, and the chute actually kind of slung me towards the wall, but I was able to keep it off the wall, out of Alex's lane, and get stopped in time. So the track manager was really cool. I was like, man, I'm sorry about your track. And he said, you're just lucky to get stopped when you did without hitting the wall. So they were nice. They towed it back to my trailer. It's got the pieces of the block sitting in. Luckily, Dennis made me put a belly pan on them, which I've never had before. I put it on before we went to Chicago, so the belly pan caught my whole oil pan, some rods, some piston. My starter is broken in half, laying or just dangling from the battery wire because the rod I think it just lost the rod. It didn't lose oil pressure, didn't go lean, didn't do anything crazy. The rod had just let go. So it let go and took out everything in its path.
Sounds like a big mess.
Yeah, there's oil everywhere, but I'm glad I had the belly pan on it because without that, it would have been bad. So
now
it's
you
okay.
get to watch Alex race.
Yeah, my dad's here still. He's got his Camaro. He's got an SS Camaro. We're just gonna take it for the rest of the week, hang out, drink some beer, support Alex, and just do what I came to do, and that's relax and have a good time. I actually told somebody I was in the staging lanes. I said I'm having a good time this week. Whether my car wants to join me or not, that's on it, and it chose to stay here. So it's gonna sit outside all week.
because, you know, for our first run, we run 11:38 at 120. Now then, for our second run, we run 11:38 at 120. Not bad, huh? Not bad, huh? I mean, it's a fun truck to drive, and we're looking forward to the week of being the same. Good, consistent runs and having a great time. But right here, this track is, and these people here, I mean, like I was saying before, Midwesterners, that's a solid deal. What a unbelievable crew here on the thing. So thanks to everybody that came out today. We'll see y'all again on Friday.
Hey, so I'm Letitia Hughes. This is my daughter Abby, and I ran Sick Week as a racer in the beginning of the year, and I fell in love with the whole environment, fell in love with the people, the staff, everything about it. So what's better than one mother-daughter duo before she heads off to college this fall than get to drive the ice cream truck, serve some hot dogs all week long to some wonderful racers. So we're very happy to be here and just very thankful for the opportunity.
Why are there no hot dogs on those rollers?
We are out. So I'm not even sure. It is 11:57 and we are out of hot dogs and we are out of ice cream sandwiches. So we have done our job today. We're happy to be helping the racers and giving back to everybody. This is something Tom's very passionate about, and we're just happy he picked us to get to be the ones to do it this week.
Whoa. Who ate that?
That looks like it was gnawed on, like in your mouth.
I know, right? Right? It's like the cone heads when he throw the spark plug in his mouth, clean it, and
So because of this, the milk truck, not to be confused with the ice cream truck that's running and driving and is already on the way to the party. The milk truck, I think, is going to hang out here for a little while. They have an engine hoist, and they have a crew of people to hopefully fix this spark plug. You would think it'd be easy, just put a different one in there. They just have to worry about whatever teeth were inside there and gnawing on it to make it look like this.
what happened, I have no idea. I mean, there's no metal. The dipstick looked good. I haven't drained
Sure, it
oil.
wasn't like this when you put it in.
Yeah, right? Right?
Maybe it was just a bad plug.
Yeah, I don't know what actually broke yet. We're guessing a valve. We don't know. So we're going to try to go get another. Talk to Keith. Keith said we can go get another block, try to put a motor together tonight. We have all the parts for it, so see if we can pull it together or not.
You don't have a motor, you just have parts of a motor.
We have parts of a motor. Yeah, it's not like the motor is assembled sitting there. It's a bare raw block sitting in the shop. So,
and according to rules, this just can't leave here. So they have to go do whatever, bring it here, and then put it in here. Is it going to be a full moon tonight? Have you looked at that to try and see how light it'll be?
I hope so. We're looking at these light stands. See,
I was just going to say, there's a bunch of light stands. If you just stop the track and bringing one over. Now, make sure you got plenty of mosquito repellent, because you bring that over, you know what else comes with it, with the river right there. So we'll see a bunch of welted, well, we hope to see a bunch of welted up, mosquito bitten guys in a running milk truck in the morning at Cordova. So, and with that, things are starting to wind down here. They're an all-run session. People are getting stuff, but we are packing up to head to Rock Falls for the big party of Rock Falls. So we're heading that way to go see Burnouts and hear a live bit. I probably shouldn't say this around them, because they're hearing this going, that's what I wanted to do.
Not a burnout car, but we're gonna make it a burnout truck. Where are we? Rock Falls? Rock Falls, Illinois. I'm from New York. I guess I'm first up, and we're gonna shred some tires, so see what we can do.
Rock Falls doing the Rock Falls block party. They got a burnout pit set up dedicated for the racers to come in and do their trailer burnouts, non-trailer burnouts, but for Sick Summer participants only. This is a town of 75 people. There's like 1,000 people here, so it must be neighboring towns too. I'm not sure where all these people came from, but I think everyone that lives here or around here is here.
Man, we are doing burnouts in Rock Falls and it's legal. We're not just doing it on the street anymore. We're doing it in a parking lot. Like the fire department's over there enjoying this. This is great. Just don't stay in power past the cone.
We're about to go do a nice trailer burnout. Put it on the line lock, put it in first gear, and hopefully it does a good burnout. Good. How about that? Not real long, gotta keep the tires on it for the rain. Hopefully the posi was spinning both.
So my name's Kevin, I'm with Red Horse Performance, and we're gonna try to light the tires up with our service trailer in the back. So we're just trying to light the tires and not get fired. We'll see what happens. This thing's bone stock. It's still got the factory warranty. And we got 800 more miles until it's voided, so.
Burnouts on anything.
The burnout king is alive.
No, it's solid tire.
We got all night. Show us.